Students, our today's topic is Cartesian coordinates. We have to, the chapter name is graphs, and in the graph, the topic we have started to understand is what is Cartesian coordinates, right? Cartesian coordinates can be used to pinpoint where we are on a map or a graph, all right? Like any location on the earth can be pinpoint using the Cartesian coordinates, right? Now, if you can see here, using Cartesian coordinates, we mark a point on a graph by how far along or how far up it is. All right, you need to see here this thing, that how far along and how far up any point on the graph it is located. All right, so if you see here, we have a small picture over here which shows this x axis and this y axis, right? This vertical one is y axis and this horizontal one is the x axis. As you can see, there is starting point which is 0. If you go up from 0, this is these are the positive coordinates of y. If you go right towards x horizontally or across the page, then you see that this is x axis and you're going to have positive coordinates of x here, 5, 10, 15. Now this point 12, 15, this pair is located on the map as 12 units along. If you're going to count from 0, you're going to count 12 units along. 12 comes first, and in the ABCD the letter x comes first. So first coordinate shows the x value and the second coordinate shows the y value. So if you're going to see, first value shows number 12, so you're going to count 12 from 0. So here it's 5, 10, then 11, and then 12, and then you're going to move 5 steps up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here this point located here is 12, 5. All right, and we call this pair of number as ordered pair. All right. Okay, so now see here, this is the explanation of x-axis and y-axis. Now, what is an x-axis? The left and right horizontal lines on the page, that is the x-axis, and the vertical shows the up and down direction, shows the y-axis. All right. If you're going to put them on a graph paper, so you will see it will look like this, and we have when you're going to put both the x and y on a graph paper, we are going to have four quadrants here. All right, we will see down what the quadrant is. All right, we call them x-axis and y-axis. The x-axis runs horizontally through 0. The x-axis runs horizontally through 0 and the y-axis runs vertically through 0. The y-axis runs vertically up and down, and the x-axis goes right and left. All right, on the left hand side of the x-axis of 0 we have negative values, and the downside of 0 we have negative values of y. All right, if you go up on y from 0, you have positive values, and if you go right side of x, you will see positive values, but if you're going to go left side, you will see negative values of x. All right. Okay, we're going to move further here. Now you can see that we have point 6 and 4 located over here on this graph. So 6 units across from 0, you're going to count 6 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go up 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is located here 6, 4. All right, if I ask you that where this person is standing here on the map, so it shows that he's standing at the location 6, 4. So you're going to move 6 steps across, 4 up, across and up, down and right. You can go down and left. You can go up and left, left, right, and up. All right, you can go in any direction, depends on the coordinates. All right, depends on the coordinate pair. All right, now we in the ordered pair like this, 3 and 2 is here. This is called an ordered pair. In this ordered pair, 3 represents the value of x axis and y represents the next one, 2 represents the value of y axis. Alright, so we can always go first across and then up. So this 3 means you go 3 across, 3 right and 2 up, because both of them are positive values. Alright, so the positive value is on the right side of x, so we will go right side. The center point of this graph page, this is the center point, you all can see here. This center point is known as origin. The zero of the graph is known as this zero of the graph. It is called origin. We always start counting the values from 0. All right. Why do we call it a Cartesian plane? We call it a Cartesian plane because they are called Cartesian plane because the idea was developed by a mathematician and philosopher. His name was Rene Descartes and he was also known as Cartesius. His name was Cartesius and that's why he developed this idea. So we call this name Cartesian plane on the name of after the name of this mathematician. And he is also famous for saying I think, therefore I am. He used to think, therefore he thinks that I think, therefore I am. All right. So it was a small famous saying which was said by him. So he is also remembered by this saying. Okay, what about the negative values of x and y? We are going to see here, it is mentioned over here, negative x goes to the right. All the values of x goes to the left side. And all the values of y which are going to the down side are the negative values. If you're going up from 0, you will have positive y values. Alright, vertically. If you goes down, then negative y values. If you're going right, positive x values. If you're going left of 0, negative x values. All right, across is always 0, up and down is always y. Sorry, across is always x, up and down is always y value. All right, and x value it always comes first in the ordered pair. X value comes first and then the y value. All right, now when we are going to divide all of the graph page into x and y axis, we get 4 quadrants. We divide that graph into 4 quadrants. All right, you see that here we have 4 quadrants starting from the first one is here and you're going anti-clockwise. All right, you're going to counter-clockwise starting from 1. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, then 3 and then 4. 1 2 3 4. In the quadrant 1 we have both positive values. All right, you can see in the quadrant 1 we have both positive values. X is also positive, y is also positive. In the quadrant 2 we have negative values of x and positive y, negative and positive. In quadrant 3 we have both negative values, negative x, negative y. And in quadrant 4 we have positive x and negative y. All right, because down we have one negative value for y. All right, okay. As you see here in the example, it is shown in quadrant 1, it is 3 and 2. If you're going to count from 0 to 1, 2, 3 across and 2 up. So 3 is also positive and 1 and 2 is also positive. So in quadrant 1, we have both the values are positive and positive. X is also positive, y is also positive. In quadrant 2, we have one negative value, negative x, and positive y. In quadrant 3, negative and negative. In quadrant 4, positive and negative value. All right. Okay. So this is all the basic things about the Cartesian plane and the graph. So now let's see the question 1 here. Okay, now you all can see here there is a grid here and there is A marked over here on this grid, right? If A is marked here and we have to find out that what are the Cartesian coordinates of A, what are the coordinate pairs or ordered pair of A. So we count from 0. We are going to count from 0. We are going to start across first. since A is lying in the first quadrant. So both of the values should be positive. You can see positive values of x here and positive values of y here. So you count from 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So this means the first coordinate number is 4, and now how many steps you are going up? 4 across and 1, 2, 2 up. 4 and 2. The pair name is 4 and 2. The coordinate pair is 4 and 2. So let's see where this option is in over here. Okay. The option B is the right answer for this. Alright. Option B is the correct answer. Alright. We always find the value of x first and then we are going to find out the value of y. And we can write the answer that which pair is the x value and which one is the y value. Alright. Let's see one more question here. In this question we have to locate that where is the what are the coordinates of point B. The coordinates of point B, let's find out over here for point B. First we are going to go starting from 0, since you see it is left hand side, so left, if we are going to for the left side, so this we have to first see the negative values starting from 0, and let's see how many steps it's moving right, sorry, left, because left side is of 0 is negative. So 1, 2 and 3. So the first number is -3, and how many steps we are going up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the coordinate pair is -3 and 5, right? So let's see what is the answer for what option is correct, which option is the correct answer. -3 and 5. So I think that this is a correct option. Answer -3 and 5. Option D is the right answer. Clear? Let's see one more example here. Okay, now let's locate over here point C. Okay, so now for point C, we need to see with both of this point C is lying in the third quadrant, and in third quadrant both of the values are negative and negative. X is also negative, y is also negative. So from 0, starting from 0, we are going to count first -1, -2. So it's following -2 and -2, and it's going to follow this here. 2 steps left and 3 down. 2 left and 3 down. 2 left, 0, 1, 2. 2 left and 1, 2, 3. 3 down. So -2 and -3, and the answer is option